Again, thank you all for being here. Been looking forward to this one ever since we kind of only got halfway through it last time. So we're back to finish it off. And in that vein, g'day Killroy.
Hello again. Thank you for once again having me on the stream.
Thank you for being here. It was a lot of fun last time. So this is going to be good. How have you been in the week that's passed?
Man, it's been a long week. A very long week.
But so you're here now though, so no, that's good. Hopefully, always when someone says it's a long week, I hope it's not bad and just busy in that. But in either case, we'll brighten up everyone's day with some more of this tickhead, shall we?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Um, Now, so before we kick into it, because I know we did our usual questions last time about how did you get down this rabbit hole, and also if you think Lord's a virgin or not. So I just wanted to know, you've had a week to think about it. Are you prepared to be right now and admit he is a virgin, or are you sticking by it? I'm just
I don't
joking,
see
by the
Tippy in
way.
the chat, so I'm going to stick with my answer.
Yeah, mate. I'm just joking. Um, Excellent. So let's say hello to everybody in here. So g'day Rachel D and Dark Atheist, Cyber Squeak, great to see you, Cyber Squeak, Carrot Gaming, Winnie's boyfriend slash husband, Jeff W. And so Jeff, how did I do? Well, I think I did start on time, if I do say so myself, but I'd be keen to hear your feedback. Ma'am, yes ma'am, Sheffrey, um, Dark Atheist, oh, that's the second time. Man, yes. Honest. I'm just being honest. Carrot Gaming, Witchert, um, Kathy Mac. G'day to Coyote Lady. Um, Lawns Burn Phone, Carlito. Um, who else we got? Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Gorilla Face Gwen. And I am 100 times better than Winnie's boyfriend slash husband. Thank you for seeing that. Randy. Goes to Tony Farmer. Vast Ravioli. We've got Eileen Clayman. Zachary Stanford. Chatchabate Billy. I enjoyed the porn you sent me. Oh, did its usual jump around again. Fucking YouTube. Imburgo. C. Morgul. That damn doctor. Tiffany Rose. Spencer Silvera. Um, C. Morgul. I think I got everyone there. If not, you know what to do. Shout at me. And I saw a lot of comments in there. Oh, Christine Spencer, I did miss you, and Great Galloping Gulags, and Jason White. I saw some comments in there on the opening song there, and how much everyone liked it. So that is all Killroy. While I do like Poets of the Fall, the musical choices tonight are all Killroy. So send all positive, you know, salutations or whatever you want to say to him on that one. Good choices,
Yeah,
mate.
thank you very much. I tried to. It took me a minute. I was thinking about what would be appropriate, and hopefully they like the ending song as well.
Yep, absolutely. No, that's a good one as well. And yeah, I mean, they're both good songs you picked, but actually, because you said this one for the opener, and it was it was one of those ones that, which I always try to do, is like, you want something that kind of fades out so you can come over. So, yeah, well done, mate.
Right. Yeah.
Smokey the Cat and Lorne's Love Child, g'day to you guys as well. Alright, and Bud Roscoe Private Dink. So let's jump into it because we've got a bit of this call left to go. Is there anything you wanted to say before we cracked on?
No, just that I'm happy to see everyone here that's here, and I hope you all have a good time, and I hope I'm a good guest for you all again.
Yeah, I'm sure you will be, mate. And so just a little bit of a reminder of where we got to. So essentially, obviously, this is Lorne is talking to Ramona. She's had to spend a lot of time on the phone with one of her female friends who's having a bit of a crisis, and Lorne is being a little bitch about it because, basically he hasn't got the attention. He believes that he should have got a message to say that I won't be able to call you. And that's pretty much where we are. Did I miss anything in that recap?
He was starting to get a little upset, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you are right. He was starting to get to the, he's gone from the anger stage to the crying stage and talking about, will I miss you and all this kind of stuff and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're getting into there. So, and g'day medium syllables. Great to see you as well. So
Oh, thank you very much, Zachary. Same to you, Billy. Appreciate it a lot.
What do I get out of a relationship with a person like this?
It's a fair question.
Get somebody who loves you more than anybody ever could. I'll tell you that. I'm not going to promise.
Sorry, mate, were you saying something?
I said just that silence.
Yeah. It's like he doesn't know how to answer that. But and then his answer, someone that could love you more than anyone ever could. I think we kind of said this last time too. This is all just words. There is no actions that he provides to show that. I mean, anyone can say that.
Oh, absolutely. He's a walking Hallmark card.
That's it. Yep, Hallmark brain. And he just expects her to fall over and go, "Oh my God, oh Lord."
No one's ever told me that. Yeah, Lord, let me just take my panties off right now.
I've never heard someone say that to me.
And how are you showing this love, Laur? How are you showing this love? Name one way. Name one way that you're showing this love.
I've asked you before, and I'm asking you again. It's not a big deal. Send me a message and let me know so that I don't...
Again, I asked you a question. How are you showing this love? Lord, how are you showing this love? I'm almost half your age, and you're asking me to wait until you can get yourself together. But this is what you're saying. I'm almost half your age. You're asking me to wait until you can get yourself together. And I'm asking you what I get out of it, and you're telling me something that is absolutely absolutely not true, saying that you can love me more than anyone else ever could.
Do you think it's absolutely not true that I can love you more than anybody else could?
No, Lauren, no, because of what you've shown me. Lauren, I have friends who show me better treatment than this. People who don't go around saying that they love me, who show me better treatment than this. Girlfriends who treat me better than this, Lauren.
And g'day Cat G, and also Munkle Fucker. And yes, I saw Blue Boy's video about Lorne's sexual history, but I'm not buying it. All right, Lorne can write everything he wants about the multiple apparent partners he has had, but I don't believe any of that.
Yeah, there's no way that any of that shit is true. Like you're gonna tell me that he can remember like the names of all the girls that he kissed at what ages that they were, but he can't remember something Catfish told him 2-3 weeks ago.
Exactly, and I do want to go through that on a stream, that Blue Boy video about all his sexual history, because there's a lot to talk about in there. For a couple of pages of scribble he wrote, there is a lot of shit in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I will just say I am surprised that Laur knew the word vaginal. It's like it was like a word of the day. Like he had a word of the day calendar. It came up with vaginal, and it's like, I'm going to use this so fucking much.
I can see him doing some shit like that. He just gets the text message on his flip phone.
Yeah.
Girlfriends who don't claim that they want to spend the rest of my life or the rest of their life with me, because they don't, because they're just my girlfriends.
G'day, Shins.
Who treat me better than this, Lauren.
Vagina.
So, I mean, how do you...
Why is it such an issue for you to send me a message to let me know what's going on so that I can...
And here we go again. And Lauren, it's not about sending you a message. I have told you I was not looking at my phone. I was not looking at my phone today. I was focused on what I needed to handle, which was a friend who needed me and my job. That was what I was focused on. And had I said, probably not, we won't talk again today, or maybe I don't know, or I don't know, I would have gotten a flood of text messages and a lot of crap to deal with And how do I know? Because that is what's happened every single solitary time. Every single solitary time that I have sent a message like that.
And she is exactly right. Like, he acts like all he needed was a message saying, look, sorry, Laur, I can't talk. I've got a big issue going on here. He could be like, oh, no worries, babe. Let's chat when you can. Hope everything's okay. It would have been as soon as he got a bit of interaction. It's the same as with all the voicemails that were released that he left to Debbie. Like, if she ever managed to pick up the phone, he would have gone off, and he wouldn't. It's like basically you show you're alive, and he's gonna fucking hound you. Like, that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, because there was one voicemail where with the Debbie when she was in the hospital, where she picked up the phone, and I think he said like, oh, like you only talked to me for 3 minutes, then you had to go, and then he like launched right back into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like nothing short of several hours worth of time is not good enough without a promise of, you call me before you go to bed, right? You'll tell me when you go to bed too, right? Right?
That's right. Absolutely. And g'day, Evil Little McNuggets and Tracy Hamill and Asbury Brad. And did Lorne ever and Ramona ever have a sexual conversation? No, not to my knowledge. Like, she shut any of that stuff down. Like, there was no phone checks or anything like that with Ramona, I'm pretty sure. Killroy, you can't recall one?
No. The closest they ever got sexual was like whatever like stuff he was trying to like. I use flirt very loosely here. But like that was it. And because there was actually a call, I heard it recently. It was post breakup where Ramona's just like, Lauren, like not once was I ever like romantic towards you or anything. So I know for a fact Ramona never was. It all came from Lauren's end, and of course it was just like, oh yeah, I can't wait to put my cock in you.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
100 variations of that.
Yeah, and she would not respond to that. Like, the closest they came to any kind of sexual talk was one of the, what I assume is many dink pinks he sent. She responded with, that could work. And I mean, if you're taking that as any kind of enthusiastic, reciprocation, then you got issues.
Yeah.
When something's
Are you sitting out in the guy right now just to talk to me?
Lauren, I don't want... Lauren, I'm not doing that to flatter you. I'm doing that because I have people in my life...
Oh, sorry, Anthony R. I missed you. G'day, Anthony.
...who would be able to hear me, and I don't want them to hear that I'm having a conversation like this.
Fuck, Shin's here.
Oh, g'day, Shins. And yes, sorry, it wasn't a video of his dink, it was a shower video, and thousands of shower videos, and yeah, the response was that could work. And Dean Fulford, g'day. I can see you, Dean.
I don't want them to hear that I'm having a conversation with someone who claims that they love me, but acts like this. I don't want them to know. I would be embarrassed for people who know me to know that I have conversations like this.
I'd rather us have the conversation tomorrow and you go up and do that.
No, but see, the conversation's not going to happen tomorrow. This conversation's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen right now. Because what happened today is absolutely ridiculous.
It is. I know it is.
Then why do you keep...
I'm not just talking about...
And O'Rourke, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oh, me doing the stupid, doing that shit and being selfish. I'm talking. It was ridiculous for you not to send me a message and tell me that you were dealing with
right
with a friend.
Just a turnaround.
Yeah, that's right. It's not. It's For a second there, you think he's going to admit that this behaviour is ridiculous, but he's like, no, it's ridiculous for you because you made me this way by not responding to me.
It's like he can't. He can't like be in the hot seat alone. He's gotta like reach out and drag whoever he's talking to in there with him. It's like, look, was I ridiculous? Yes, but what's also ridiculous? Not contacting me.
Exactly.
You're just as bad, Ramona.
Exactly, you bitch. And and g'day, DJ Payne and Five Toed Sloth. Yeah, I don't know how I missed all 5 toes there. And also Branch. And also Jen Bennett. Perhaps I do need glasses, but I am going to blame YouTube's little chat jumping around. Because I'm just like Laurn, I don't want any accountability. And g'day, Kingpin.
And you'll call me when you get to call me, or message me when you get to message me.
And see, here we go.
That was just as ridiculous as me acting selfish.
I was not acting selfish. In fact, I was acting selfless because I was helping someone. And that's what friends do.
And you knew that I wanted to spend time with you today.
And here we go.
I told you I was on. Yeah, I even asked you if you're going to call me again today. But even though you didn't look at your phone the whole rest of the time, you still saw that message.
And see, here we go. We're circling back into your selfishness. We're circling right.
Yeah, because you keep circling back to everything I've done wrong.
I'm not.
Get away from everything I've done wrong. Even though what I'm trying to do is
hey, Lord, you're kind of a piece of shit. How am I so bad? Well, here's points A through Z. Why are we talking about why I'm so bad? Why are you trying to put me down?
That's it. You know, just going on about, you know, I'm not that bad, but then reminds her that you're constantly putting her. Well, if you weren't these things, she wouldn't have anything to put you down with. Like, if she was calling you a pedophile, if she was calling you abusive, and you weren't a pedophile and you weren't abusive, you could be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not a pedophile and I've never been abusive, but the shoe fits, you know.
They're still finding something wrong with me.
How are you trying to act better when you act like this, Lauren? How? How are you trying?
You've never gone 8 hours talking to somebody else on the phone without letting me know whether or not you're going to call me. But you've never gone 8 hours talking on the phone without calling me right after.
First of all, that's not...
It's something I'm not used to when it happens. Yeah, it's out of the ordinary for me.
First
and
of all,
I'm listening back to when fucking Amanda James, how she let me off for 2 years. Just for me to find out her name was Amanda James and all this other crap that she had stuff with somebody else. So yeah, that shit still affects me today. I can't help it. I try, but it's hard for me to help that shit.
You don't try, Lauren. You don't, because if you tried...
I don't try.
Lauren, if you tried, I would not have a phone full of messages proving that you don't try.
I do try.
Lauren,
I'm telling you, I am trying so hard to not do the stuff. But there's no reason for you not to send me a message and let me know this stuff.
Lauren,
It completely avoided me from how long that was ridiculous.
Lauren, this is your controlling behavior. This is your controlling behavior coming out. You're
It's not my controlling behavior.
But it is. You're being controlling, you're being selfish, and you're being mean. That's what you're doing.
I'm not being mean. I am in no way trying to be mean.
You're not trying, which makes it even worse. You're not trying.
It just comes natural.
Right?
No, it wouldn't have. But second of all...
Yeah, I would have, because it would have actually had somebody that was honest. Instead of somebody that was fucking around my life for 2 goddamn years.
This is insane.
It is insane. I know it is.
And it's selfish.
I was selfish today, yes. At least I will admit it. But I'm not going to tell you that I'm not pissed off that you wouldn't even let me know that you completely avoided me. First, that shit's going to make me mad because I've been wanting to miss you so fucking bad, looking so much forward to spending time with you today. You called me this morning, I was so fucking happy.
I love that line. I was so fucking happy.
Dancing around the trailer and he's undies so happy. But like, this is like, who would put up with this, especially with essentially no relationship there? Like, out of all of the catfish, like, there was never any kind of romantic connection there with them. Like, who would put up with this? Like, when he's saying, about how, you should have let me know and I was waiting around and that. Like, any normal person, if they weren't catfishing, you go, well, you know what, I'm going to make it real easy. We're fucking broken up, so don't look out for any more texts. But he just keeps going.
Yeah, Lauren, this is all about you. What you want. what you felt, how you think, what you thought.
I thought you were just as fucking happy to talk to me too.
Lauren, it's all about you. All about you. Nothing about anybody else but you. This is, I mean, how a person can be this selfish, I don't know. I really don't know why you...
I don't find it all that selfish when I most think I'm the person I'm in love with.
Lauren, this is where I go back to...
If it is selfish, it's more flattering than anything.
No, it's not flattering. I am not flattered. Lauren, I am not flattered.
He really thinks that, like, oh, I sent you 19 messages, I got on the phone with you finally, I screamed at you. And that's really flattering. It shows you just how much I care about you, Ramoto. Why did you give me props for caring about you?
Exactly. See how emotional I am? Like, you can't tell me I don't care. Like, this is raw emotion, Ramona.
You know he thinks, he legitimately deep down in his heart and soul somewhere thinks that what he's doing shows how much he cares.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I don't even think it's that deep. I think Lorne thinks that this is what relationships are. And from what you hear about how, like, you know, Mama Gwen's relationships have been, it's probably not unrealistic to think that he thinks that, you know, a proper relationships involves this kind of stuff. But he would look at this as, you know, this is how you make me this upset. I get this upset about our situation. This is how much I care about you. I mean, that's psychotic, but Lorne's mind doesn't work like normal people's minds. Like, he would be the kind of person that, you know, if he was there in person and he was physically abusive, he would be like, well, you know, it's because I get so upset because I love you so much. Like, almost like, you know, his fist is like a sign of love. Like, he is completely fucked up.
Very, very warped. And it goes hand in hand with what Ramona was saying in one call, where she was saying, oh, fuck, what was it? I lost it. Shit. Fuck it. Move on.
That's all good. Just if it comes back to you, just say it. And g'day, Melvin Mason. Melvin asked, do you think Ramona was the most real of all the catfishes? Her personality and interactions seem to be really her. I'll be interested to see what you think, Killroy. Like, in my opinion, I think she was probably was the most real in terms of that, because even, like, I mean, she said that, like, certain events that happened in her life, like she's mentioned that she actually did injure her knee. So when she was saying that I injured my knee, that actually had happened. But outside of that, I don't really know. I don't know any more about Ramona. Like, of all the catfish, I think we know the least amount about her. I assume that she was kind of there earlier days, like while she was active in that. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
I think she was the realist. I think she was all there for the most part. For better or worse. There were some times like she'd make some comments or like field some positions. I was just like, I hope this is like the catfish her talking, like not actually her, but that's more of a me thing. But yeah, I feel like she kind of went into just like, you know what, like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm going to, as much as I can, treat this, you know, as I would. I don't feel like she put on too much of a character.
Yeah. And yeah, without actually hearing from her outside of that, it's hard to say. But I think definitely, I mean, as far as I know, none of the other catfish, you know, any part of the story was happening in their lives. I mean, I certainly fucking hope not, because the other ones got, you know, pretty crazy in terms of, you know, hospital visits, throat fucking swordfish, that kind of stuff. So
dealing with the TSA
and that kind of thing. But what I do think, and what I do enjoy about Ramona calls, the actual character was the most close to real out of all of them. Like we were saying, all the other ones, it got very, very crazy, which that is amazing in itself because it'll show what Laur will believe. But, you know, really, Ramona was the close to just normal life. You know, she went to work, she had issues that were going on in her life. You know, I don't know how many people have, you know, highly attractive doctors and therapists fighting over her and willing to sit by and wait, leave their profession in the terms of a therapist. I don't know how real that is, but a lot of it was just kind of real stuff, and that's what is interesting to see Laur's reaction to that. Like, you know,
yeah, definitely.
if you've just seen him reacting to, you know, like the Debbies and the Winnies and that kind of stuff, not that it excuses any of his actions, but I mean, they're crazy scenarios. Like, Winnie's always off her head, always doing crazy shit. So if you see
it makes
him,
it a little more fanciful.
yeah. But what you see with Ramona is just an average kind of girl, and the way he treats her is absolutely disgusting. And she doesn't, unless she's absolutely provoked, she doesn't even really yell at him, and he will still abuse the shit out of her. So that, for context on the kind of monster this guy is, I think Ramona's invaluable.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I 100% agree. It's not something I've thought about before. Like just having like everyday things, just really like actually, you know, using those as fodder for the story. It absolutely just goes to show like you can't have a normal relationship with him because like a normal everyday thing, you know, turns into this. You know, imagine if, God forbid, you know, you're out driving to work or coming back home and your car broke down and you had to, you know, tow service or a taxi, you know, you had a friend coming to get you. That's just going to be accusations to cheating.
Yep, exactly.
You know, and what have you? Oh, yeah, I bet your car really fucking broke down. I bet you're probably fucking sucking off the guy who picked you up, huh?
Exactly.
You know,
and as crazy as it sounds, I mean, you hear it in calls, like you hear like in when was it Winnie or Casey? Anyway, one of them was having a skin graft. He goes, "Oh, I know a skin graft doesn't take 6 fucking hours."
Oh yeah.
Like, no, you don't. You don't know that. You have no idea how hospitals work by what you will buy. But the inference there is, well, you were clearly fucking Dan for, you know, 4 of those hours.
Yeah, and you're very much so right, Cyber Squeak. You that's another thing. Ramona never like really did anything to Laur. Like she never intentionally tried to well, not to fuck, I lost the word. Never like really like tried to set him off, you know, to a certain point. Like she's never like, oh yeah, you know, I went like I had sex with this person, you know, did whatever like Winnie did. She was always just like, look, Laur, I'm trying to help you out. Like, you know, take this advice, you know, don't do this. This isn't good for you. She was, one could even say, like, in his corner the entire time, like, trying to push him in the right direction. It didn't work because we knew it wouldn't. But, you know, someone doing their best for him, you know, will never be enough. And that's what you can't give anything to Laur and get anything positive out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, g'day, a few more people I've noticed that have come in. Faceted Dreamer, DJ Pain 1, so many people. Wayne Tech 10. I'm missing so many, and I feel bad. So accept my apologies, guys.
In the least, I'm
not flattered that I'm not flattered that you didn't send me a message either.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not, Lauren. Your behavior does not flatter me, not one tiny iota. Not one tiny iota. Your behavior today, and as selfish as you are, does not flatter me in the least little bit. I mean, seriously, I am more flattered by the bird who just shit on my window than I am by your behavior, and that is honest to goodness truth. This is not flattering. This is controlling. This is me not being able to do what I need to do and what I want to do without having some kind of backlash from you because what I did wasn't what you wanted me to do. This is not flattering.
What do you want me to say? That I'm such an asshole and I'm pathetic? I'm not going to say that because I know I'm not.
Oh,
I might be,
okay, then,
I might
okay,
be
then,
selfish in some ways. There's so many other ways that I'm not selfish.
okay,
I
all
can't
right,
help that you're not, that you don't see it.
okay, Lauren. Name a way that you're not selfish. Name a way that you've treated me that's selfless. Name one way that you've treated me that's selfless.
Oh, here we go. So
No,
now
but
we have to name something again. You can't, you know, see it for yourself.
hey, show me, guide me to it. Show me one way, just one way that you have treated me that is not selfless. I mean, that is not selfish, that is selfless. Name one selfless thing that you have done for me or because of me or anything like that. One selfless thing, just one.
I don't put anybody else before you and Mom.
In what way? Because I do remember you did send nudes and you did schedule sex with someone online. So in what way?
Okay. He doesn't put anyone before you, Mum, and Michelle Simpson. Like, are you happy now, Ramona? Jesus Christ, what do you expect? And g'day, Alison Marie Armstrong.
Are you not put? In what way were you putting me
How far
first?
back we're gonna bring my mishaps? Oh, that's not today.
Oh, so today you're being okay. So today
Okay,
is
so 10 years down the road from now, you're still gonna bring this up?
more 10 years down the road from now. I
hate the fucking most. It's just like, oh, you can't bring up something he did, 5, 6, 7, 8 months ago or whatever. But good God Almighty, let me tell you about Amanda James and Stanley and whoever Parker, and everyone else.
Vanessa
from
Anley
25 years
Parker.
ago. Yeah, Vanessa, that was it. Thank you.
Yep. Well, and that's exactly right. If it's affected him, we will go back and we'll focus on that to no end. But if it's like he's done wrong, we just want to forget, and he says it like stuff like, "Well, that was 2 months ago," like as if, like get real. Like if you're in a relationship and you tried to cheat on someone, if the relationship remained, you better believe that for months after, if not years, that is coming up.
Oh, absolutely.
But he'd be the kind of dickhead, like he would go and do something shit like that, and then 2 days later be like, "Oh, we're going so far back in the past,"
Right. Oh, but also, if you personally fuck up, he's never gonna let that go.
Exactly. G'day, sad
You just
face.
look at Winnie and her coke habit. You never let that one go.
100%. I mean, even after they were no longer together, he was still hounding her about her part, and she was clean. He still wouldn't accept that she was clean, still hounding her about it.
I forgot she did get clean, yeah.
Yeah, and he refused, and that call is amazing, because he refuses to accept it, him and Dan ring up Winnie, and she sounds really good, she's clearly clean, she's speaking really fluently, she's enrolled in college, all this, her life's fully on track.
She was taking classes, she was actually taking therapy seriously and engaging with it.
Yeah, and Dan's like, "Oh, that's great. Winnie sounds really good place." Like, "Oh, she's fucked up, Dan. She's fucked up."
Right. He's just like, "Oh yeah, no." He's like, "No, Dan, I know what she's like when she's fucked up. I know she can't be doing that good."
Exactly. And g'day, Cindy32.
honestly don't know if I'll still be talking to you, and that's just the truth. Because this is unhealthy. This is very toxic.
Unhealthy, but it's unhealthy when two people can't. For a while, they can. But just one person decides that they don't want to, then messages because the other one's acting selfish because he misses her.
Lauren.
Everything is blamed on me. You know what I'm saying?
No, everything is not blamed on you, Lauren. But I'm just asking for just one way in which you've treated me that is selfless. In just one way.
I never ignored you.
What?
Well, you never ignore me.
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah. How is that selfless? You want to talk to her, so basically whenever she contacts you, you will respond as fast as possible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I guess responding to people, that is, but that's not selfless. You are actively getting something out of that.
Yeah, I feel like he thinks that selflessness, he doesn't understand it as an actual concept. I think he thinks just okay, selflessness means it involves someone else.
Yep.
Or it's just like, like I'm doing something for someone else and it doesn't matter if I benefited from it or not. So it's just like, oh, like I never ignore you.
Yeah,
Sure, I don't want to ignore you, but you're involved, so it must be selfless because someone outside of me is involved, which is
yeah.
not how that works.
That's really well put, and I believe you're right. I think that's the way he thinks, is that, I've done something for someone, that's selfless. But that's just not. That's just doing something for someone. I don't understand that selfless is you're doing something and getting absolutely nothing out of it. Which
Yeah,
is,
like you can't be in the equation at all except for like the party giving. You can't give and like also receive and have it be selfless.
yep. And that's it's just another thing that he doesn't understand. And
It would make his head explode.
it would, yeah, it would. And g'day, Lorne's wet salad. Sorry that I seems like I've poisoned your brain there. Commiserations, mate.
Always want to talk to me.
You asked me for one thing. I gave it to you.
But that's
You
not
gonna find
selfish.
something wrong with it?
That's not selfless.
Are you going to find something wrong with it?
Lord, it's not finding anything wrong with it. It's not finding anything wrong with it. I'll give you an example, okay? When I hurt my knee, my brother took off to take me to the doctor. That was selfless. That was,
How do you expect me to do
I don't expect you to do
in
that,
any
Lord.
way?
Lord.
That is an in-person thing.
Lord,
We're not in person yet.
I didn't ask you to do that. I was just giving you an example.
He just
Completely,
doesn't fucking listen.
no, and completely missing the point. Like, she's giving an example of something selfless, and he's acting like that is the definition of selfless. Like,
Right?
know,
It's just
the-
like, how could I possibly do anything? I'm in Maine. You can't remind me of a sex offender, can't leave.
yeah,
I really wish she threw one of those in. That would have made it perfect.
yeah, exactly. And it's like she has just said that the only way in the world, the only act of selflessness is driving someone to the hospital when they hurt their knee. And he's just going, well, I'm never going to be able to be fucking selfless. Like, this is crazy. Like, like it's like we're all just hanging around for that one time that someone we know hurts their knee and we drive them to the hospital and you're like, all right, I've done a selfless deed in my life. This is good.
Okay, well, we haven't had the chance for me to be able to do stuff like that yet. That's not even fair to bring something like that up.
In fact,
It's not fair to me at all.
no, first of all, it's not. I'm just giving you an example of something selfless. And what was I saying? He did something for me.
Well, I'd do anything for you.
Yeah,
Except stop drinking and stop calling you a whore.
That's right. Like, I won't
That's
stop
just-
drinking.
that's too far.
I won't stop abusing you. I won't try to stop. I won't stop cheating on you with other people if I can arrange that. But outside of that, anything, Ramona.
I'd bend over and kiss your feet.
Lord, but see, all these are just words because there's no
Exactly.
action.
We're not in person yet, and I can't show you.
Lauren,
So you can't hold that against me. It's not fair to me.
Lauren, I'll give you the perfect example of something selfless that you could have done, but you never thought to do. I'll give you the perfect example of something that would be selfless that you could have done, but it didn't even cross your mind. When I told you 20, 30 minutes ago that a friend of mine had a crisis, the selfless thing to do would have been to drop your anger, say, I'm really sorry, what happened, if you don't mind telling me. And at that point, I might have told you. And then for you to say, oh,
You would have been all over my ass again, though.
No.
You've been telling me you've been acting like this the whole time. You don't see how you act like an asshole, selfish, controlling. You've been all over my ass again, no matter what I did.
Lauren, first of all, I would have been so shocked and blown away that you did something selfless that they would have had to revive me, and I wouldn't have even remembered the text messages. But that is something selfless that never even crossed your mind. It never even crossed your mind to say, I'm so sorry that your friend is having a problem. If you don't mind, I'm just curious, what is it? and then I would have told you, and then you could have given me any feedback. That would have been selfless. But that didn't even cross your mind because you are selfish, and that's not then the type of person you are is not the type of person to think, oh, someone else is having a problem. Well, let me ask them if there's any way I can help, if there's anything. No, that wouldn't have crossed your mind because all you cared about was that you didn't get what you wanted, which was to talk to someone on the phone. That's all you cared about.
I'm trying to do everything that I can do. So you know everything about what's going on with me. I even like to talk to my mom, and the other fucking people. I try to include you in on everything with me.
Well, and that's not selfless. That's me being the only person that you have to talk to.
No, you're not the only person I have to talk to. You're the only person that I want that involved in my life.
Okay, so how is that? Again, that's something that you want. You want me involved in your life. By selfless, I mean let me tell you what the word selfless means. It means doing something.
God, come on.
Then what does it mean?
Right there is delicious. You can just tell he's just like, Jesus Christ, what is she not getting?
That's right. He's just so sick of this. He's like, come on. How is she this stupid? Like,
let me off the hook.
I've explained this time and time again. And that is the way Laur would think. He would think that the other person is an idiot for not understanding his point. And g'day, Christina Cap.
Selfish. That's because something that I want. I wanted something that we can have together.
Lord, but what I wanted today was to help somebody. That's what I wanted today. So whereas today, maybe I wanted to talk to my Nana because I haven't really talked to her since I've been away. I talked to her briefly a couple of times, but I really haven't had an in-depth conversation. So whereas today, I might have wanted to do that. Whereas today, I had a couple other things that I wanted to do. I put what I wanted aside to help someone else. I put the conversations with Nana that I wanted aside to help my friend. I put the lunch that I wanted to get for myself aside to help my friend. I wanted to do some straightening of my car. I put that aside to help my friend. That is what selfless is. I put her before I put myself because she needed me. That's what selfless is, Laur. And it's a trait that I have never seen in you.
Never been in person with me, though.
But see, I don't have to be in person to see that trait, Laur.
It's too good. Like, this is too good, Laur. Like, he is still going on about thinking that you need to be in person to do something selfless. Like, he just is the gift that keeps on giving.
Right, and like he just doesn't listen. Say, oh Lord, here's what you can do if we're not, near each other.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been near you, so how can I be selfless?
That's right.
I can't figure it out, Roberta.
It's just amazing. Like, I mean, in the conversation, like she has said that 2 minutes ago, and he still doesn't get it. And also, g'day to Sting and ADD.
I just gave you a perfect example of how you could have demonstrated selflessness today. Just today. And
I do it all the time with Mom. I'm selfish all the time with Mom.
Okay, I'm not your mom. Your mom gives you... Okay, your mom gives you money.
You're not in person yet either. I don't really have a fair shot to show you this stuff.
No, but it's not about... You don't have to be in person to show me anything. Because I have friends... Shoot, I even have friends who I've never even met before.
I know you think it should be easy for me to not think about what happened to me in the past. That shit is not easy for me to get by.
But see,
But that isn't even the point. Right now, you were talking about being selfless. What happened to you in the past has no impact on that. I mean, really, what happened to you in the past should be having no impact now. But it clearly does, because he can't move past it. But it's got nothing to do with talking about being selfless right now. So, like, because Amanda James fucked you over or whatever, you can't be selfless anymore unless you're in person. I don't get it.
I would love to have like a detailed understanding of just like, oh, like this person cheated on me, so of course I can't, let someone talk to me on their times tables and not mine. Why? I don't understand why I can't just call them a whore when I see fit.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing this correlation. I would love to, I really, really wish I could talk to him sometimes.
that's it. Like it's like he thinks. I mean, and saying she cheated on him is, I mean, because they weren't really in any kind of relationship. But anyway, in Laur's mind, he was cheated on. Whatever. But it's like he thinks I've been cheated on, so my life is fucked now. I can do whatever I want. It's like it's just this. I mean, imagine if that was the real world. Like people got, okay, someone's fucked me over, so all bets are off. Fucking go after kids, do all this, abuse everyone, this kind of stuff. You're like, walking around and someone gets cheated on, like, oh shit, we're in trouble now. Like literally, most of the world would be just doing whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, absolutely. It's like during the therapist call when the therapist says, just go, yeah, what if he didn't make you vegan porklets bite, you just go out and rape a kid.
Yeah,
It's just like, yeah, it's like, at what point does that ever make sense? It's like, when?
it's just nothing about this makes sense. And g'day to Leah Greer's evil twin, Constantin, and Matt Ryan, and also Peter O'Keefe. Thanks for being here, guys.
You need to get past. I'm getting past it with you, and yes, it's taken a long time, and I've been a true one.
Lauren, you've used that as a crutch for I don't know how long.
I don't use it as a crutch.
But you do.
The bullshit haunts me all the time. What happened to me?
You use it as a crutch, and you use it as an excuse. You really do.
I mean, bullshit, I do.
You do.
If I do, then you can tell that to the psychologist that I went and saw down there. You can tell that to Allie. You can tell that to the counselor. They're all telling me it's hard to get out of that, and I'm telling them, yeah, I know. And then being on my ass about talking to you, that shit was pissing me off, and I told Ellie that.
Okay.
It pisses me off when they say shit about me talking to Ramona, who Ramona's helping me get past this shit.
Ramona obviously isn't helping you, Lauren, because I asked you one way, just one, not 10, not 5. I asked you just one way in which you have changed, and asked you one thing that you do or have done differently. I have asked you just one. And you've never been able
It's hard for me to say it, but I can see them.
Yeah, you can see them. That's really nice that you can see them, but no one else can.
Well, it's not all that easy either.
That's like
it's not all that easy to explain this shit. It's not easy to explain.
It's not easy to give one way in which you change. You say there's numerous ones. You even told me there was hundreds one time.
Well, I don't remember saying hundreds.
You did. And yet you cannot even say just one? You can't say just one way.
Nope.
You said that you don't call me a bitch and a slut and a whore anymore, and that was your way.
Like that long stretch of silence. That is hands down my favorite part of anything Lauren involved. Because he had no recourse. He's just like, fuck, she got me. Fuck, I can't admit that.
Yep.
Fuck, what do I do?
It's like the cogs are very, very slowly turning in his brain. It's just like, it's like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer gets insulted and Lenny comes down in the morning, like he's sitting there going, something was said, not good, and he comes down in the morning, he's like, you still here? Like that's that's basically what happens whenever Lorne is confronted with something that, doesn't go his way.
Yep, it was during one of the, I think it was the Dr. Horstink calls. At one point, Laura accuses Ramona of trying to manipulate him. She's just like, Lord, how am I trying to manipulate you? There is a solid 30 to 40 seconds, just nothing. She repeats the question. Another 20 seconds. It's just like, I believed in your rules, Ramona. No fucking secrets. Lauren, I asked you a question. Answer the fucking question.
That's it, and he can't.
Like, just admitted nothing at all. I loved it. I still listen to it to this day.
Absolutely. And g'day, Hardcore Poetry, and Lorne's Love Child, and Dubsy CC, and Caleb Stoddard. Look, thanks for finding my channel. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and thanks for being here.
Peter O'Keefe, real quick, thank you for saying that. I've wanted to see that since the last time I was in. I was hoping someone would.
What was this?
He said Killroy was here. That's where I got my nickname from.
Oh, okay. I actually don't. What's the background there? What's Killroy was here?
So the background was that I forget what his position was, but it was back during World War II. This guy was the ship inspector, and he would always draw like a little figure and write Killroy was here.
Oh, okay.
So he was doing this on ships, and they would go and sink or what have you, and then you would just see this. You would see what he wrote everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
And a lot of people were just like, this is some American spy. What's going on? And it's just this funny ass thing that I found a long time ago. I've always loved.
Yeah, nice. I'd never seen that. I never actually kind of figured to ask what Killroy's all about. So I'm glad to know that now too.
That's just one of those things that just kind of slowly gets lost with time. So I like things like that.
Yeah, nice. And as Rachel D says, he can tell her in 3 years. Once that 3-year buffer kicks in, he'll be able to tell her all these questions he's asking now.
I don't believe in anybody as much as I believe in you.
And I asked you how.
I never have.
And I asked you
that's a
tangibility.
huge thing for me.
I asked you for tangibility. That's not a way in which you've changed. That's a way in which you say that you think differently. And there's a difference.
Well, that's a big change because I haven't believed in anybody for a long time except the mom.
A way in which an example of a way in which...
He did give that, but it was after a while, which is why it's so great. But he did eventually come up with a bullshit reason, yes.
Yep.
You've changed would be to say, oh, I don't text you repeatedly over and over again when you don't message me or call me if you're busy. Or I don't get drunk anymore. You can't even say either of those. That would be a way in which you've changed, but you don't even have either of those at your disposal.
Sorry, I'm such a bad person.
Oh,
and then you play martyr
Lord.
card. Oh, I'm so bad.
I love how she calls
What do you want me to say?
Here's the martyr card again.
Yeah, like she is fully aware of his pattern. Like he has a very distinct pattern. It's rage, then crying, and then sometimes back up to rage, but then like the martyr shit, oh, I'm so bad and all this kind of stuff. Like, she was the first catfish, and she's cottoned on pretty quick to this little game that he plays.
Yeah, she figured out that puzzle. Not that there were like a lot of pieces to it, but she did put it together.
Yeah, true. I mean, he's not that sophisticated, but she still did.
Those 5-piece puzzle pieces for 3-year-olds.
Yeah, the really big, 5 or 6 pieces, and they're huge pieces. And that is well put. That is, Laur's psyche or whatever. It's just put it all together.
I want to see that so bad.
That's a good idea for some stream art there, people. And g'day, Natty J.
I feel good about myself and you're shooting it down. Why do you keep shooting it down?
Because I'm looking for it and you're not showing it to me, Lauren.
Oh my fucking word! What do you want me to do?
Lawrence Lowe,
what do you want me to
take that? But thank you. I appreciate it.
I was just reading that myself. That is that is good. I can kind of see what he means. It's good. I would like to be a seasoned lead singer of a rock band given an interview.
Yeah. I am trying to get out of the fucking ways that
I've got Robert Plant on with me today, guys.
Used to be. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. It's not easy for me. I'd be lying to you if I told you it was easy for me. So I'm trying my ass off. I won't tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that I understand why you didn't send me a message. I don't understand that.
And that's
maybe it is selfish. I don't mean to be selfish, but it's what I would do for you if I couldn't answer your call this hand, if I couldn't call you. Because that's the way that I am. It's not something I can help. It's just the way that I am. I think of things like that. I don't like leaving people hanging, especially people that closest to me in my life.
Lorne, it's not about you. It's not about leaving you hanging. It's not about me leaving you hanging. It's not about you leaving me hanging. It is about the fact that I was in a situation, and you and I both know this because we've been able to establish this. I was in a situation where nothing I would have said would have been good enough unless I had said, yes, I'll call you back, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to. So if I had said no, I would have, Texas girl is more important than me. If I had said maybe, or I don't know, Texas girl, when did she become so important? And she would have been in quotation marks.
No, stop right there. That right there, I'm going to give you an example. That right there is stuff that Amanda James used to do to me. That's why I have the reaction that I do on stuff like that. She was even told me that her messenger wasn't working. For 4 months, we emailed back and forth. Because her, quote unquote, her messenger wasn't working. But what she was doing was she was talking to this other guy that she slept with. That's why my reaction gets like that on stuff like that. And I can't help that, and I'm trying to.
Well, Lauren, is this
like, I can't do anything about that, but I'm trying to do something about that.
Yeah. I
just... You can and make peace with it, or you can and stop making excuses.
Exactly, and he keeps saying he's trying, but there is no evidence of trying. Like, if you're trying to do something, and there's many things in life that are hard to do, and when you're trying to do them or not do them, whatever it may be, you're going to have slip-ups. But if he was trying, there would be evidence. There would be evidence, like, for instance, we're talking about, not abusing her and not fucking losing your shit if she doesn't respond for 5 minutes. So if that is hard for Laur to do and he was trying to be better, there would be periods where he wasn't doing that. There'd be periods where he wasn't abusing. He might slip up. But there'd be periods where, she goes some time without talking and he's sitting there going, okay, Laur, you can do this. You need to control your anxiety. You need to control your delusions and get through this. And then, hey, he might not do it, but there would be periods. There's no fucking periods, so he isn't trying shit. Motherfucker.
The nephew involved, and they would email back and forth with her.
If this is all too stressful for you, Lauren, then maybe it's time to move on.
No. What, are you telling me you want to move on?
What am I getting out of this?
You're getting a better person eventually.
Eventually.
I'm trying. What do you want me to say? I'm trying, and you know I'm trying.
How do I know
can't
that,
help
Lord?
the things from my past. I can't help them things. I'm trying to get rid of them.
Lord, how do I know
At least
that?
I'm concentrating on them now more than I ever did before.
Lord, how do I know that you're changing? I have
You
asked,
see it every day.
and I've asked you in what way? How do I see a change in you, Lauren?
You're probably the last. You actually are the last one that should be asking me that. When you can see everything, you see every day. You talk to me every day,
and see the exact same things. That's the issue. And g'day, Tickle P Shivers. Yes, well said. His trauma from almost 20 years ago is not an excuse to treat his partner like shit. And g'day, Cool Whip Cat.
Okay, I
you
talked
see more than everybody else knows.
And yet I still am asking you, how are you different? Because I talk to you a shitload of time nowadays, and you...
Because I'm wanting to believe in you just as much as you want to believe in me. I think you know that. I think that's one thing you can see that you're not saying.
What? What do I see that I'm not saying?
That we both want to believe in each other. We probably neither one of us.
And what does that mean? Believing in someone? What?
It's his weird panacea to him that just means everything. I believe in you. There's no way that this is not true. it's just a catch-all, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
It's whatever you want it to be. Really.
yeah. One size fits all.
If ever had anything,
Lord, I don't need anybody
Yeah,
to
that's not the
believe in me
same thing.
because I make stuff happen. It's not
I'm
about
trying to make things happen.
It's not about believing. It's about
I'm not
doing.
talking about money. Before you ever even get on the subject of money, I am not talking about any kind of fucking money that I am bringing in or that I can bring in. I send you pictures of money that I brought in. I'm going through my shit this weekend, invoice after invoice, thousands and thousands of dollars.
First of all, Lauren, I didn't mention money, but that was what you mentioned. But
I know, but you mentioned before about this financial stuff. Financial crap of how much money you bring in.
Lauren, you
I
talk
don't
about
want you to see me as money.
What? See you as money? What the fuck is he talking about? What? How would anyone see him as money?
You got to remember his family did. So of course, any woman he could potentially be with, it's the same way. It's just like, oh, Lord, that you want to get in that Armstrong land, get some of the Armstrong money. You got to go through Lord.
Like, that is fucking crazy. And then talking about he's been going through invoices. Like, what invoices?
Yeah, I don't know if he was even employed during this point in their relationship.
No,
I know
I
at one point he
don't.
wasn't.
Not to my knowledge. And like the employment any employment that I'm aware of, post prison, like it's been, for stuff like trucking companies and that kind of stuff. Like he wouldn't be invoicing for his time. Like that would be a salaried job. Like what fucking invoices is he talking about? It's not like he goes and does a truck run and then puts in his invoice for his time.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe
he means like a pay stub or something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. And if like he's and if that's the case, but these have just been piled up and he's finally doing something about them. So if that's the case, he's saying he's too lazy to even go and get his money that he's owed. I mean, in saying that, I don't believe he is owed any money that he's talking about here, but neither way is a good look.
Yeah.
Oh, honest his invoices from his septic business. AAA septic, whatever the fuck he called it. I think I looked that up at one stage. I think it was something like AAA septic or something like that.
I didn't know he had a name. Because I do know that it was also during the therapist call when he asks Laura, just like, why haven't you started your septic business up there yet? So I didn't know he had one at the time that they were, quote unquote, together.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. A1 Septic Services is what he called it.
I feel like he got that from the steak sauce, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
He's just like, oh, what's a good company name? But he's just sitting in his fucking kitchen. It's just like A1. Yeah, that works. I like this. A1 Septic.
Yep. He'll be one of the first names you come about when you're looking for septic.
First of all, see, this is where you take things when. And you've said this before about other people. Oh, she just wanted him for his money. Oh, she's just a gold digger. Lauren, first of all, I've already told you I have more money than I need. Second of all,
I know.
Second of all,
because of what my family did to me.
Second of all, there is nothing in this world wrong with a woman wanting her man to have money, to have a career, and to have his shit together. There's nothing wrong in the world with any...
No, there isn't. But I don't want to be loved for money.
No, Lauren.
I want to be loved for me.
Lauren.
Every time he talks about money...
First of all, anyone...
Sorry, mate, go again.
No, you're fine. I was saying, anytime he talks about money and how he doesn't... Or he's always going on about how, oh, I don't need money to be happy. He was bringing that up to Debbie. He's just, you need to stay away from your father. You need to get money out of your head. I always wished one of them would say, Lauren, if you don't care about money, why did you take Betty's $30,000? And if you don't care about money, why haven't you given it all back yet? I've always wanted to hear that.
100%. And, on top of that, it's all well and good to say, I don't care about money. You don't fucking have any. It's,
it's easy to care about something that you can't have
Yeah.
or possess or get.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about Ferraris. I also don't have a Ferrari. I'd probably be more interested in them if I had a Ferrari. Like,
Right?
it's just fucking stupid.
Who's with you would not be with you for your money because you don't have any. And second of all, I mean, the fact of the matter is that there is nothing in the world wrong. And I would say that women who find that in men are not loving their men for their money, but they respect them because they have their stuff together. They respect them because they can pay their bills. They respect them because they know if something goes wrong with the car, he can fix it. He doesn't have an issue with it. It's not going to be a huge stress. He's not relying on his parents. He's not relying on anybody else except himself. He gets up. He goes to work. He does what he needs to do. He makes it happen. He brings home a paycheck. He saves a good portion of it. That is what women should be looking for, and that is respectable to find in a guy. So to say that women love men for money because they found a guy who brings in good money is very wrong.
Not in all women, is.
See, and here you see, so it's okay for you being 46 and not having a whole lot to offer to want a girl who looks like me, but it's not okay for me to say, okay, I want a man who brings in such and such a kind of money so that I know that he can take care of himself. I know that if, I have a knee injury or I don't feel like working or I have a baby or whatever reason. But see, you don't
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
want
saying.
to have money behind me. And I will have money behind me again.
You act like it's a bad thing. And that's what you say with the doctor. Oh, he's trying to buy you. Oh, you would just want him for his money.
You got damn right I said that about the doctor. She told me that right up straight.
Yeah,
I asked him if he was trying to buy you. So yeah, you're fucking right. I said that about him.
And he said that to piss you off. But the thing is, though, is that here you go. You act like, and I can tell you, I can predict the future. I can predict the future. And if I did leave you and end up with the doctor, you would say, oh, she went after him for his money. That's what you would say. And you, first of all, you'd be totally wrong. But I think that's what you would say to make yourself feel better. I think that's what you would say to make yourself feel better. Almost as if I got with less of a person who just happens to have money. You'd say that. And you know you would. And you say it to make yourself feel better. Rather than saying, she went with a guy who has his shit together, who has his career, who has his finances in order, who doesn't get drunk and yell at her, who doesn't have vices, who doesn't have debt, who doesn't have people who hate him. Rather than saying that, you would say that she went after him for his money, or she went with him for his money. That's what you'd say.
You don't see what...
And she nails it there. Like, no, you couldn't
Absolutely.
put it better if you tried. She absolutely nails it. And he's responded, he's got
It just
nothing.
immediately tries to move on.
That's it, because he I mean, even he knows how right she is there. And g'day, Weird Versions, and good night, Carrot Gaming. Thanks for being here, buddy.
You're just
Take care, man.
at all, do you?
What do you mean?
Tell me exactly how good the doctor is compared to how rotten I am.
I was not comparing you to the doctor. I'm just saying that that's what you would say if that happened. You would try to slander my name and say that I went for a guy with money.
Tick,
Oh,
tick.
well, you thought the thing that I would say.
Because you...
Because I don't know what.
Because for some reason you think that women should want to be with broke guys. You think that women should want to be worried that their husbands and boyfriends can't afford to pay this bill or can't afford to pay that bill. That's how low you think of women. You don't think that women should go to bed. No, that is how low you think of women. You don't think that women...
I put women long more by a pedestal than I ever did men.
Which is why he calls them big dicks like whores, right?
Yeah, that's right. You're really showing that. And then, he always goes on about how, he does that instead of men. Like, because you do it because you want to fuck them. Like, you've got no interest in. I mean, you don't put anyone on a pedestal. You don't treat anyone right. But in your head, you do, and that's because you only want to put effort into, what you think you're going to get sex out of. And and that's another reason. I mean, there is already so many reasons I know he is lying about his friend in fucking Nashville that was going to buy him drinks all night for his
drinks
birthday.
for his birthday, yeah.
Because he doesn't have any, apart from fucking Tony and Elton, who refers to him as an acquaintance. He doesn't have any male friends because he doesn't want any male friends. Because the only people he wants to be friends with are people that he thinks he can fuck. Like, that's the extent of what he wants. And g'day Stanley's third nipple, and also the wingless.
Being raised by my mom, you fucking right I do.
As I said, I'm not saying that
He said it.
that you put men on a pedestal above women, but I'm just saying that when a woman does well and she has a guy who has money, you look down on her. Oh, she just wanted him for money. You said that about.
I don't.
You do. You said that
No,
about
I
the
don't.
people who moved to Virginia Beach. You said that about the babysitter or the babysitter.
Yeah, I said it about her.
Yeah, because
That's what she was after was money.
But you would say that about any woman. Like I said, you would say that about me. You would say that about me.
So I would.
You would say that about me. You and I both know
Why are you
that.
telling me what I would say?
Because you've said stuff like that before. Oh, you just would duck.
That I know.
You've said that about me before. You have said, oh, you would duck. You did. You said, oh, you would duck because he has money. That's what you said.
I don't believe that. I don't remember saying that, and I don't believe I said that.
But I'm telling you that you said that.
I don't know when you're going to start saying positive things about me instead of pointing out so many negative things.
Lauren, give me positive things to say about you.
There are no positive things to say about me.
Lauren, I've said before that you're funny. I've said that many times. I
That's all you got going for me is I'm funny.
I've said positive
not
things
that I
about.
ever want to defend Lauren, but he does call Elton a friend. I think that was the friend he had when he was a kid. So
Yeah, you are right, and I probably wasn't quite right there. I said he does want friends. So I was probably a bit off the mark there, but he definitely is not going to look at them the way that he believes he looks at women, because he's not the kind of guy that's going to spend a lot of time with them outside of drinking. Like, he's not going to have a normal friendship with a guy. It's like, we're going to get drunk. We're going to, if he could pick up girls, and that's about it. In my opinion.
Pardon me. Yeah, I agree. It'd be a very parasitic relationship. Like, he's got to be getting something out of it, and it's either got to be someone who's like not gonna judge him, might not take advantage of him like Tony did. But like, he's got to be getting something out of it where he feels like he can not be, like the bottom rung of a human being that he would around anyone else.
Yeah, and that's well put too. There's parasitic relationships. There's only something he can get out. Like, and you look at stuff like with Dan, like when he thinks he can get something out of him, like, to talk him up to whatever girlfriend he's got at that time, or to get back in the good books with Emma and that, they're boys, but then whenever he's not getting something, he's a fucking faggot ass and all this kind of stuff. Like, he's,
he goes, this is the other thing, like, it goes out the window very, very, very fucking quickly. It's, you'd be living like half under the bus if you were ever his friend or any sort of close approximation of it.
Absolutely.
Many times, Lauren.
Point out more negative things than you do positive things.
Lauren, that's because
My counselor is telling me to think more positive things about me. How can I do that when I got people pointing out so many negative things about me?
Okay, Lauren. First of all, what are the positive things about you? No, I'm not going to say that because you're going to say I'm rebutting them. But what I'm saying...
That's right, Shins. That's what Elton called him, an old acquaintance.
Is that you can't say that you can't present me with a whole bunch of negatives and then say, well, what about the positives? Warren, you're presenting me with a whole bunch of negatives.
Want to care more about you than anybody in the world, so I don't see anything that's negative about that.
You what?
Wanting to care about you more than I do anyone else in the world, so I don't see there's anything negative about that.
But Lauren, you're not showing me that you care.
You're not showing me that you care.
God fucking damn it.
Lauren,
Leave me hanging all the time.
Hey?
I said it's so infuriating.
Yeah, that's right. But what about you? You're not showing me that. King of whataboutism.
Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. I explained to you why it wouldn't, so I don't need to explain it again. It does not make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't. But what I'm saying...
I don't think it's much to ask. I know it's not much to ask.
Lauren, I did not leave you hanging today. I would have, had I responded to your messages, I would have gotten hell for it. Had I said, am I going to call you back? Because I didn't know the answer to that. That's thing one.
Oh, here we
Thing
go.
two, you, as I said a minute ago, you present me with all these negatives, and then you say, well, what about some positives?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what I do. You always bring it back to before.
Before, Lauren, before was a month
you can't
ago.
see the things that I've changed with.
Lauren,
I know how
before,
bad I was before.
Lauren, before was a month ago. Before was 2 months ago.
So we can't let go of that and then
Lauren,
concentrate on me changing this stuff.
concentrate on the things that you've done
How
today.
easy is it for me to change it when you keep bringing it up?
Lauren, you're not changing it, and I'm not bringing it up until things happen. It's just like before. That shows that there have been no changes in your behavior or your personality. And I'll be honest with you, and this is really, really sad. It might be kind of funny, but it's really sad. The most selfless thing that you've ever done was show me your butthole. Your butthole picture on video, the video of your butthole. Because I asked you jokingly.
Failed as a human being if that's the nicest thing anyone can give you.
Exactly, like, you know, always think about, you know, what people will say about you at your funeral. And, you know, because people always say, unless, you know, you're an absolute monster that everyone hated, people always say nice stuff at people's funerals, right? Like, even if you're exaggerating a bit, that kind of thing. But that's probably the only nice thing you could say, like, you know, he showed someone his butthole once and then shared it on the internet. There's not much else you could say.
No.
For you to see it.
Also,
You would do
AD, you are not only right. That is exactly what happened because there were several calls when Lauren admitted that he would like just go buy food and beer and like just go over unannounced to Tony's place. So he absolutely did like bully Tony into being his friend. He would just show up and not fuck off.
Well, yeah, and I mean, Tony was getting free beer out of it. And as Tiffany said to him in one of the calls, I think it was as Debbie, like, you know, like, of course he's going to do that. Like, you know, I'd love for someone to, you know, to come over, bring me drinks and then fuck off. Like, I mean, no one's going to say no to that. Like, that's not friendship. That's like, hey, I'm getting free beer and all I've got to do is tolerate this motherfucker for a while until I tell him to go piss outside and piss off. Like,
oh yeah, sure, but I look at it like this, like, I don't, maybe I just don't remember exactly, but I don't know the frequency that he went over to Tony's place. Imagine if he was buying beer every single day to come over. I don't care if I'm an alcoholic or not. Like, I couldn't deal with Lauren drunk and sober and then drunk, you know, three days out of the week. Tony maybe could have done like 5 or 6, I'd wager, but I think at some point he was just like, the beer's not fucking worth it. I just don't want to deal with him, especially when Winnie was still seeing him. Imagine like for like 6-7 hours, like 3-4 days a week, you know, you're this guy, comes over, gets you loaded up, and you just hear screeching and them talking about shitting in the tub for 6 hours.
Yep, absolutely.
No way the beer covered that.
No. Well, yeah, true.
And whoopie pies. Thank you, Shins. I forgot the whoopie pies and the
Yes.
Pepsi. Fuck, how could I do that?
Cookie whoopie pie. And yes, Peter O'Keefe. I no disrespect taken. I know Lawn Identity is the true proprietor of the pellet cleanser. I've never claimed to have invented that. I just enjoy also playing them.
And you didn't want to, but you did it. That's the most selfless thing that you did. So there, I thought of it for you.
It's not. I don't call that selfless.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that is the most selfless thing that you've done because I had asked you. I said, "Well, Lauren, the only
Even Emma
thing
lost it.
Yep.
that
Hey, g'day, Page Master.
is not all over the internet of you is your butthole. So send me a picture or video of that." And you didn't want to, but you did. That was the most selfless thing. And that's really sad.
It is sad. I don't think I know it's the selfless thing I've ever did.
But then name it.
You name it. You're with me every day. You know
I just named it, Lauren. But Lauren, you are the person who's saying that you have changed. I have asked you one example. Let me give you a comparison, okay?
You don't need to, because every time I tell you something, you go right back.
No, I'm going to give you not a comparison. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example. Okay? If you hired me as your personal trainer, and I said, and you weren't following my program, you weren't following my nutrition advice, and I said, Lauren, you have not changed at all. Like, you're not following the program. You've not changed at all. And you came back and said, I feel like I've changed. And I said, well, Lauren, you haven't lost weight. You haven't toned up. You're not eating any of the stuff that I've told you to eat. How have you changed? If you said to me, well, I don't crave junk food anymore. I eat it, but I don't crave it. I would say, okay, you're not giving me anything tangible. You're telling me a feeling, but you're not saying I walk every day. You're not saying I lift weights 3 times a day. You're not saying I eat broccoli and I've cut out animal protein. You're not saying anything that you've done, anything that's tangible, and that's why I'm asking you.
I didn't call you when you're on vacation, did I? Didn't bug you at all when you're on vacation.
Okay, that I will give you. I will give you that you did not do that. And here's the thing that's sad about it is that I shouldn't have had to say that. Yeah, I did it. I had to say that because you got drunk the day before I went, and so I mean it was sad that I had to say that, but you know I ended up having to say that. So I will give you that you didn't call me. But then when I got back, you gave me hell about the fact that I talked to Texas girl. Well, no, I did give you that. I did give you that. You did not text me or call me while I was away on vacation, and that goes to your credit. But what you did do was you did call me, or you did
about Texas girl.
Yeah, you got mad because I texted her a couple times. You know what, though? I texted Texas girl a couple times while I was away, and I'll tell you exactly how many times I did. I'll tell you. I have no problem. Let's see. When did I leave?
All right. While Ramona's looking that up, we might go and have a bit of a palate cleanser. Speaking of palate cleansers, because I'm ready for one. I'm sure everyone else is too.
Sounds good to me.
G'day, Dan. He's my man. Richard Johnson, Old G, and Mr. Kinky. So we're going to play, Five-Toed Sloth has done a video to the You Sound So Sweet music from Weird Versions, so we might have a look at that one. I'll just get it queued up. Here we go.
I like the poem you sent me.
Have you ever heard of the Beatles?
I think so.
Okay, well, it sounds exactly like the Beatles used to sound.
Why don't you sing for me?
Okay, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Kayla. Kayla. You sound so sweet.
Aww.
Kayla. Kayla. No. You sound so sweet.
You okay?
The trash in the background.
Okay. I still got that chest cold hanging on
Chris
to me a little bit.
I'm sorry. That's okay. I still love you.
Oh, good. You better.
Sing for me.
Finish my sandwich. Come into one.
What kind of sandwich is it?
Bologna. Did you hear me chewing?
Yeah.
Kayla. Kayla. You sound so sweet. Kayla. Kayla. You sound so sweet.
Thank you.
Are you anxious to touch my penis?
Oh.
My precious little princess.
Aw, you're so sweet. I like it when you call me that.
Huh? Huh?
I like it when you call me that.
Huh? Huh?
I like it when you call me that.
Huh? Huh?
Why don't you sing for me?
Okay, well, it sounds exactly like the Beatles used to sound.
Okay.
Oh, Kayla. Kayla. You sound so sweet.
Wow.
Kayla. Kayla. You are so precious.
Thank you. What do you think?
I'm thinking I wish I was there with you right now. If I was, you'd be naked.
What?
Well,
What?
Wow. You must really like me to want to talk to me that long.
I gotta go.
Okay, why are you rushing? Why does it sound like you're putting makeup on? Why are you putting makeup on at this time of night? 12:30 at night? Why? You better not be putting makeup on for that son of a bitch.
Little bit.
Why the fuck do you want to look good for this motherfucker? You cheat on your boyfriend?
Uh-huh.
You planning on fucking making out with a fucking doctor?
Uh-huh.
You are putting fucking makeup on for the fucking doctor.
Uh-huh.
Why would she do this to us? Is that motherfucking Ariel? Is it fucking Ariel? Why are you fucking hitting on me?
Little bit.
The fucking son. The same son.
Thank you very much for that. That was excellent. So I will put in the chat shortly and then pin it links to both your channel, Toad Sloth, and also Weird Versions, because that is awesome. Like, they are
That
made
was
to go
amazing.
together. So thank you very much for that. Awesome. So we'll crack back into it. But g'day to who came in there? Dart Kratz. And good day, Tiffany.
Oh, hi, Tiffany. Yay.
Left what? The 28th? Okay, yep, I left the 28th.
I miss you.
I left the 28th. We texted some on the 28th. I sent her a few pictures. We texted on the 29th. We texted on the 30th. We texted on the 31st. And we texted on June 2nd.
Wow.
So it looks like we texted every day except, I think, Thursday the 1st.
She had that for 8 hours today.
And you know what? You know why I texted,
Something wrong with me, yeah.
you know why I texted her those days? I'm going to tell you.
Do you know how sad that just sounded?
That she and I texted. You know why I texted
You
her?
texted, all those days when you were gone, you texted her every day, all those days in a row. And
You know
then
why?
She still had to have you for 8 hours today.
Oh, fucking hell. Like, I don't... Oh my god.
It's one
Like,
big loop, isn't it?
only he is allowed to want to spend time with her. He's just such a... And g'day to... I've missed you again. I'm shit at this. I'll come back.
Come on, let me
For 9
finish.
days in a row, you didn't even send me a text to say I'm having a good time.
You know why she and I texted those days? Because
I don't see that I'm so bad off here. I don't see that I'm such a bad person.
let me finish, Lauren.
Not after that.
Let me finish. She and I texted those days. The reason why is because the day before I left, she didn't get drunk and harass me. You did that. You caused me to not to tell. You caused, and not only did you get drunk the day before and harass me, you got drunk the next day and
Don't try
harassed
to
me.
justify today after what you just told me.
No, I'm not trying to
That's
justify
bullshit.
anything. No, I'm not trying to justify anything. I'm telling you, she and I texted because
I tell you, I
she
miss
was
you.
drunk.
And I want to spend time with you. And instead of spend 8 hours today with a girl that you've been texting the last 4 or 5 days in a row while you were gone, and I never even got a hi. How do you do?
He just thinks he is so much better than everyone else. Like, he just thinks that his needs are more important, that she should be absolutely as obsessed with him as he is with her, despite the fact that he is an absolute irredeemable piece of shit. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm. It's like Ramona said it earlier, and I think I'm pretty sure it was this call, or Lauren said it rather, was, it's just like, why wouldn't you, he had sent like 19 messages, like, yeah, like, why wouldn't you respond to that? Why wouldn't you want to say something that would make me feel better?
Yeah.
And that really just goes to show like what he wants. He just wants someone who he can have sex with, that he could, knock up. And when he loses it at whatever thing has upset him now, we'll calm him down and comfort him, and that's all he wants.
That's it. Like, someone said in a previous chat, and it's right, he wants a computer program. He wants something that will just do exactly what he wants. He wants, a woman that has no of her own thoughts, that's just going to sit there, let him, fuck her when he wants to do that. And, just say, oh, Lorne, you're amazing. I missed you so much, Lorne. So glad you're here. You're the best. Like, he doesn't want any kind of independent thought. And it's just pretty fucked, to be honest. G'day, Genetics, Moton G, the Doctor Therapist, Stacey Steele, the Lorne
Hello.
Identity. Great to see you here, mate. And anyone else that I missed.
Yep.
I'm
You
having
know
a good
what?
time.
Oh, Dragon's Den Dreaming. G'day,
As
mate.
I was
Yeah.
saying. As I was saying.
Like I'm so fucking wrong about today. Bullshit.
As I was saying, she and I texted those days because she
Yeah,
didn't get
fucking
drunk and
bullshit.
harass me. She didn't get drunk and harass
You
me.
didn't need to. She got you fucking 8 hours today.
Yeah,
She
I
had
don't,
you 4 or 5 days in a row while you're on fucking vacation.
yep,
And
she
tell
and
me
I,
how fucking wrong I am about today.
you are.
Bullshit.
You are.
Bullshit.
Oh, well,
Fucking bullshit, Ramona, and you know it is. You know how bad that fucking sounded when you listed off all them fucking days that you texted with her, and she still had you for 8 fucking hours today. You know how bad it sounds, because I heard it in your voice when you were saying that the fucking days.
Oh, bullshit. It doesn't sound bad because she was having a crisis. Like, what is she meant to do? So her friend needs something. She's having some kind of undisclosed crisis, and she's meant to say, oh, well, I've texted you for this much, so you've used up your amount of time for this week. Put a pin in that, and if it's still happening, next week, we'll come back to it. Like,
Right? It's amazing when you get down to it.
yeah, and now he's because because he tries to put his own thoughts on people. Now he's putting his own feelings in there. It's like, apparently he could hear some, guilt in her voice or something. Bullshit.
And I love it when he says that, because he said that in a couple other calls. Like, he's just like, I could hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, oh, well, it's just like, her voice is kind of trembling. She must be feeling guilty. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, that's right. Like, he said to Debbie or Casey at one point, the way that she mocks him, he can tell that she's got feelings for him, the way he mocks him. Like, she's literally mocking the stupid fucking way he talks, and he thinks that's some kind of affection. I mean, it is amazing. It's just, and the way, and we talks about all the time, you must like me because you did this, or, you want to spend this much time with me. Like, he could be kidnapped by a fucking serial killer and he'd be like, you must really like me to keep you captive for so long. Like, he's fucking nuts. Honestly.
You're never
I am proud that I talked to her. You know why? Because
8 hours there. That's good.
Because she knows how to act. Because
Fucking A.
She did not harass me.
Give a shit about me.
She did not.
I give a fucking hard time here. Don't fucking matter about fucking Texas girl. She's got to have her fucking 8 hours. My girlfriend, I can't have about fucking 20 minutes. It's all right that she's in the fucking crisis. It doesn't matter that I'm having a fucked up life right now. Thank you for thinking about me. That's stuff.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, I was slow there.
No, you're fine. I said we circled back around to flat out rage. We started at rage, went into like this profound sadness, or at least what he's capable of approaching profound. Moved into this self-martyrdom. He's on top of his white truck on a cross, and now we're back to batshit, crazy.
Yeah, and he's having a hard life right now. Like, when is his life being good? Like, especially by his own measure. Right? It's like he's just going through a rough patch. It'll get better soon.
First of all, she did nothing to contribute to the crisis that she's having today. Second of all, the reason why I texted her, as I was saying, the reason why I texted her is because she did not get drunk the day before I left, and she did not harass me. She did not harass me Friday or Saturday.
But she didn't harass me. In Texas, you still have to have you for 8 hours.
You got drunk and you harassed me.
Where I'm fucking located at, doesn't it?
Okay, well, I guess this is really going to set you over the top, because I have another friend who I text with, and me and this friend texted Sunday the day I left. No, I left Saturday. So we texted May 28th, 29th, 31st, and June 1st.
He got you for 8 hours tomorrow?
Huh?
Does he have you for 8 hours tomorrow?
Because who had me for 8 hours tomorrow?
So this other friend that you texted. 4 days.
What do you mean does she have me for 8 hours tomorrow?
Well, Texas girl and text you for fucking 4 or 5 days on vacation. She said you had to have you for 8 hours today.
Lauren, the week that I left...
You know how bad that sounds?
I mean, she's going to need a spreadsheet to keep track of who she's talking to and for how long, just to make sure.
Time overlap.
What's that?
So they can't let anything overlap.
Exactly, everyone has their quota of time. It'd probably be like, calls in, collect calls and that, where it comes up, you have 1 minute remaining of time with Ramona.
Oh God, he would be all for that if he could.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, but his time would be, unmeasured. And I've pinned in the chat the links to Weird Versions channel and Five Toed Sloth, so they have a lot of great content on there. So please go check it out.
Because I heard you in your voice when you're reading it.
No, I knew how. No, Lauren, the week that I left, you and I talked on the phone for about 40 hours.
That's you said the third one. The third day that you mentioned that you texted. That's when you stopped and you hesitated.
No,
I was... how bad that sounded.
Lauren, I was scrolling through the messages. I was not stopping. I was scrolling to
Doesn't
see.
matter. You know how bad it sounds.
No, it does not sound bad. You know why, Lauren? Because I'm a 24-year-old. Lauren, I'm a 24-year-old. I pay for my cell phone, and I will text and talk to whomever I want on it. That's
obvious you don't want to talk to me.
Because I am really at my wit's end and getting sick of dealing with a selfless, evil, selfish, controlling person.
Oh, yeah. I'm so fucking bad.
Yes.
Well, look at how you just talked to me, because I have a friend who I texted with.
Look at what you just said to me.
What did I text
5
you?
days on your vacation, you texted her that she still had to have you for 8 hours today because she supposedly had a crisis.
Supposedly had a crisis.
Didn't let you talk to him for 9 days when you're on your vacation. Talking 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours on Friday. Couldn't have fucking 20 minutes with him today. When you know your boyfriend's going through a fucking hard time.
Supposedly had a crisis, and Lauren, you have caused your hard time. You have done stuff to cause your hard time, and it's catching up with you.
I'm such a bad person.
Yeah.
Lauren, you're a person who chooses not to change your behavior. You have caused your hard time. And things, and like I said before, things are catching up with you. And I don't know if you stopped the bleeding, but things literally caught up to you all at once. She did not do that. She didn't do any of those things. She didn't do anything to cause her crisis that she had today. And you said supposedly had a crisis? Really? Really, Lauren? Really? Really? You are insanely selfish.
Yeah, I am.
You are insanely
I'm not
controlling.
going to tell you that I don't fucking love you and that I don't want time with you.
Hang on, what did he say after he agreed that he is insanely selfish? Hang on.
And you said supposedly had a crisis? Really? Really, Lauren? Really? Really? You are insanely selfish.
Yeah, I am.
You are insanely
I'm not
controlling.
going to tell you that I don't fucking love you and that I don't want time with you.
So he's proud of the fact, not only is he proud of the fact that he's insanely selfish, but he does deem that as like how much he loves her or whatever. Like, because what he goes on there, it's a bit hard to hear. I don't know if you heard it better, but
I kind of caught it.
yeah, but he's like, I'm not going to tell you I don't love you, like because I want all this time with you.
When he says that, like having like heard this part, I feel like it's like the old phrase missing the missing the forest for the trees.
Yep.
Like he sees the forest, right? Like the forest is I miss my girlfriend. Now the individual trees might be, I called her a bitch, I accused her of cheating on me, what have you. But altogether it's I miss her, so that makes it okay.
Yes. Yeah. No, I think you're right. Like it's all excused if my intentions are good, even though it's just yeah. Wow. It's a
She's
lot.
like, I missed you, so I called you a bitch. But it was okay because it was for a good reason. So it can't be used against me. Don't ever fucking bring it up. And if you do bring it up, it's not my fault. It's Amanda James' fault.
Well said.
Perfect plan.
That is pretty much how he operates.
No, but you're not showing love. This behavior is not love. This behavior is unhealthy.
It doesn't sound to me like Texas girl is all that fucking selfless.
How is she not? How is she selfish? How is she not selfless?
She had you for 8 hours today, and I couldn't even have you. I had you fucking 20 minutes.
How does that make her not selfless?
She doesn't even know about me. So I guess she's not selfless. She just doesn't know about me.
Yeah. So while she was having this crisis, what should she have said after the first couple of hours? Like, oh, look, Ramona, you go. You need to go and be yelled at by your boyfriend. I've kept you too long from abuse. Off you go.
Maybe she was probably just like, look, I know we took care of this, but please just let me stay on here, please.
That's right. That's right. We can pretend that you've still got the issue. I just don't want to get back to that. And even if on the rare occasion he wasn't abusing her over the phone, they've got nothing to talk about. It'd be taking off my boots, baby, fucking biscuit talk, all that kind of shit. There's no news. So what are you rushing back from your friend that's having this issue to get to?
Right?
What
Just
is she-
paper rustling on a desk, and when you just hear Win while he's out shoveling, whatever he does to whatever friends he's helping out in this time.
Yeah. I need to struggle, baby. like this is the
I
kind of
forgot
stuff
about
she's
that.
missing.
Need to know about you that you cursed me out for helping her? What does she need to know about you for?
That's some name off the bed shit again.
I'm asking you, what does she need to know about you for? She doesn't even need to know that you exist. Why does she need to know about you?
That's what I'm saying. She don't know that I even exist. So she's not
And
gonna
it's
know
not
that I
changed
wanted to
her
spend time
life
with you.
either way. And the fact that she does not need to know that someone said, quote, supposedly had a crisis about her. She doesn't need to know that. She doesn't need to know that somebody's whined for an hour and a half because she got attention, because Texas Girl got attention that they didn't get. She doesn't need to know that. That's not going to enrich her life in one day.
It's not her that I'm mad at about it. It's you.
Okay.
4 or 5 days you texted her and you said
Yup.
took 8 hours today to spend with her when I got 20 minutes.
Yep. And you know
Just
what?
because I might have put myself in this fucking position doesn't mean that I don't want my girlfriend to be there with me, spend a little time with me, especially when I haven't had that much time in a week and a half.
First of all,
Year's evil twin, appreciate it.
What's that?
I said I was thinking Lee Greer's evil twin.
Oh, yep. And yeah, night, Christina Cap. Thanks for being here.
Lauren,
Top friend.
she and I texted, and I'll go back to this because you don't get it. She and I texted, and I talked to her because she was not harassing me the night before and the day that I left. You were. She didn't get drunk and not know how to act. You did. That was not her behavior. Had she gotten drunk and cursed me out like you did the night before, had she done that, I'd have said, hey, don't message me while I'm away. Or I'd have said, hey, well, actually, I would have been blown away because that's not her behavior. But had she done something like that, I'd have said, hey, don't message me for a few days. But that's not her behavior. She didn't do that. So to me, she had the right to message me. To me, she had the right to talk to me. You didn't. You lost that right when you got drunk and you messaged me all night and you called me all night. That's when you lost the right to do that. I'm sorry, not the right, the privilege. Because talking to me on the phone and calling me and texting me is a privilege. And you can lose that privilege if you don't know how to act and if you abuse it. And you have abused that privilege numerous times. And I have even had to put restraints up telling you that you can't call me at all hours of the night, but you did. You violated that numerous times. Having my phone number and texting me and messaging with me and calling me, that is a privilege. And if you abuse it by getting drunk and acting the way that you do, then you lose that privilege. And she has never lost that privilege. Therefore, she can call me when she wants. She can message me when she wants. She can call me before 8 o'clock because she's not going to call me at 4 a.m. She can call me at 11 o'clock because I know she's not going to call me at 2 a.m. She can send me a message at 10:30 at night because I know that she's not going to get drunk and repeatedly send me messages. And see, and that's something that you choose not to understand. You think that you can just message me whatever you want. You can talk to me any kind of way. You can treat me however you want, and I just have to sit there and just take it. And you're wrong. Because when you do that, that's when restraints come up. And when you do that, that's when repercussions happen. Because I'm not going to have somebody harassing me. And that's what you did the night before I left and the day that I left.
No, I don't think that I can just do it to you anytime. I don't want to act that way.
But you do act that way, so it doesn't matter what you want. I mean, you've said that a lot of times. I don't want such and such a thing, but yet you still do.
But I also don't want to be treated like nothing either.
I know.
That's what I feel like when you do that.
And I mean, you're treated how you act. I mean, trolling and catfishing that aside, he is getting treated like this because he treats her like nothing.
Shit.
Yeah,
You gotta send me a message to let me know. I don't think I'm asking too much before that. I don't understand why you can't understand why I'm asking you to send me a message if you can't call me.
Lauren.
I don't understand why that is such an issue. Instead of leaving me hanging.
I was dealing with other things today that did not involve you. You are not at the forefront of my mind to be messaging.
I haven't been for the last week and a half except for Friday.
I was away. And you lost that privilege, Lauren. When are you going to take responsibility? Because I would have been happy to message with you.
I told you I know what I did was wrong.
No, but see, you then said that it wasn't. So the fact of the matter is...
No, I didn't say that it wasn't. What I did was wrong.
So,
I knew it was. I didn't mean to. I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't want to do anything that you've done that's wrong, but
I still have a kidney stone, okay? I still have a kidney stone. I'm not getting drunk because I'll deal with it through the pain for it. I'm not taking anything for it. I don't get rid of pain.
Okay, as I said, you say that you understand what you did wrong on Friday by getting drunk and harassing me, but yet you're saying, well, Texas girl got to call you. Well, Texas girl got to message you, and she got to message you all while you were away. You know why she did? Because she didn't get drunk. Because she didn't act the way that you did. Because she didn't harass me. That's why she got to. And when I paused, when I was reading the dates, it was because I was scrolling through our messages because we had quite a few that day.
I was hoping you texted me that many times and you wouldn't even text me to come and have a good time.
Because when you acted that way, I wanted nothing to do with you for that week. When you got drunk and acted that way, I was going to go on my trip, have fun, do what I wanted, and I was not going to have communication with you that week because you decided that you didn't know how to act. And the thing is that you got drunk the night before I left. You got drunk because it was not about you. Because Ramona was packing, Ramona was saying bye-bye to friends and hello to friends, and she was going to be away, and she was going to have fun, and Ramona was not thinking about Lauren. Ramona was thinking about Ramona and the trip that she was going on and the things that she was going to do, and Lauren was not at the forefront of her mind, so Lauren lashed out, and that is another selfish example.
See, now, I'm happy that you think that, but what the problem was I went down to the store because my kidney stones were hurting so bad. And I got those 3 little bottles of whiskey. I came back and I took them, and I fell asleep for a little bit. Then I woke up. That's when I started my shit, my retarded shit. I didn't even realize what the hell I was doing.
Okay, so it all goes back to Lauren was drunk, and this is how Lauren acted when he was drunk. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how many bottles of whiskey or anything like that. The fact of the matter is that Lauren was drunk, and Lauren acted a certain way. This same person who says, I'll never get drunk again. He couldn't pop in a leave. He couldn't do any of this stuff.
I didn't have any leave. I didn't have money. Enough money to buy any ass at the time.
You had enough money to buy. You had enough money to buy whiskey.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. He didn't have enough money for aspirin, but he had money for whiskey. Now, I don't know if things cost different amounts in America, but here aspirin is far cheaper than whiskey.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. Like, it's super cheap. It's literally less than maybe the most I've ever seen. It's like $2.99.
Yep.
You know, for like literally just like a single serve packet. It's like $2.99. You know, at some gas stations, but everything at those kinds are super expensive. But you can go to any other one, and it's there. $2.99, $1.99.
What a stupid fucking thing to say. I didn't have enough money for aspirin, so I had to buy a whiskey. What the fuck?
And you can
Well,
get,
it costs 99 cents.
and as I was going to say, you can get like 2 tablets of Aleve for $1.
They don't sell them like that down there. And it's a convenience store. Circle K, it's a convenience store.
And every convenience store in this country sells over-the-counter little travel-sized packets of Tylenol, aspirin, Aleve, Motrin, Motrin, or ibuprofen. What?
The Cane and Superette does, but they don't down the Circle K.
I find that
They
very
do sell, it
hard.
costs too much.
Okay, but you got drunk. And Lauren, let's not pretend like you did it for heroic reasons. You did what you wanted to do.
Oh, God. I did it. It's regardless. I was gone.
Oh, don't.
I know that. We've been able to establish that from the messages you sent me. But the problem is, and I think you're drunk right now.
I'm glad you think that, but I'm not.
This is exactly how you.
I don't know. That little laugh gives you away there, Lord.
Right? I can't think of a single time where he's pulled a little bullshit laugh
Yep,
while denying something, and like it hasn't turned out to be true.
exactly. Oh, I don't know about that.
I haven't had a beer for over a week.
Oh, over a week. So you have had beer.
No, since that night that you left. Or since
No,
that
but
night
you
I
said
accidentally.
you said you had whiskey, but you've had beer.
That night, no, well, whiskey.
You got plenty
Of course I had that beer because I never drink whiskey.
But
Of
what?
course I had-
Why did he buy whiskey? Oh my god, this is fucking crazy.
I said beer.
You said you haven't had beer for a week. So I mean, come on, Lauren. We're not-
Jesus, come on.
Lauren.
Stop doing that. Yeah, I said something to Dick. That's all.
Stop holding me to account.
Stop blaming me for the things that I say, Ramona. You're always doing that.
You're always doing that. Say something that makes me feel good about us.
Drink.
Lauren.
I never drink whiskey. I drank whiskey that night. I meant to say whiskey, but it was beer.
As I was saying, but see, here's the problem, though. The problem is Lauren gets drunk, Lauren acts out, there's repercussions, and then not only does Lauren not accept the repercussions, but he gets mad at other people or gets mad at me about other people because they don't have those repercussions, too. There were several friends of mine who messaged me while I was away. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my parents. About 5 people messaged me while I was away, and my parents. But here's the thing. They all have something in common, Lauren. None of them got drunk and acted the way that you did. Now,
Righto, while Lorne's brain tries to figure out what's going on, let's have our last palate cleanser for this night. And g'day, Criker Jones and Toad versus Ramen.
What's up, lads?
Let's have a little bit of our old mate Aussie Man. Going to a little place called Destination Fucked.
Welcome back. I hope you're having a lovely
boy.
day at work. If you're a human that does that whole work thing, oh, where'd she go? She's been transported to another dimension, a dimension called DF18. Get it? Yeah, there she is. 20 years has passed. She's like, you don't know the shit I've seen. I bet she saw lots and lots and lots of chaos in her interdimensional
Jesus.
travels. Actually,
Wow.
this isn't bloody interdimensional. It's just India mucking around. It's a humble elevator. Ground floor, your favourite cafe. Lower level, destination fucked. You may not have planned to go there, but may as well enjoy it. I'm in a summer mood as the weather heats up in Australia. There's nothing better than a crisp belly flop on a hot day. 3, 2, 1, nothing but
Ooh,
tummy.
that would've hurt.
Bugger me. Let's see if this emerging athlete can do better.
God.
Big run up, a bit of
No,
parkour,
no.
terrible execution, nothing but back. Don't jump off bridges. 3rd time lucky. Come on, Adrian. Yeah, nah, not even close. Don't jump off rocks.
I thought he was gonna hit rocks.
Oh!
Maria never had that.
Shit.
She never had that at all. At least she won't get water in
got
her nose. Think
that
of the
sharp thing
positives.
there too. Ooh.
No, wait, don't do it. It's a dodgy idea. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a one-way, all expenses paid business class trip
All right,
to
mate, all
destination
right.
fucked. You dickhead.
Back to the bins, mate.
You know you want it. Who's calling me?
Man, I get grumpy when the phone rings. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Ian. He's had a few mid-strength beers and a steak sandwich before having a go at wakeboarding. Oh, look at that, one hand. He is mastering this sport. Oh, donk, there goes his head. His mate is either laughing hard or suddenly making a nature documentary about ants. Where is he? There he is. He's okay. Remember parties? This bloke is not used to them anymore. It will take a while after a pandemic to collectively and individually find our legs. Meanwhile, at the trampoline park, you got this. You got this. Bam, 10 out of 10. Total failure. God, this fucking game. This gives me instant anxiety. Gone! Oh, eliminated. In 2021, this game is fair dinkum dead set. Not a laughing matter. Why is she laughing? Stop it. Stop it. Look at this bloke re-entering Earth's atmosphere and landing straight in destination fucked. NASA is going to have to send one of them crews to retrieve him in a little pod. I don't know if they have a map of destination effed. Gee whiz, mate loves it. Mate 2 is like, FFS, clean yourself up. You've literally hit rock bottom. Thumbs up? Yeah, he's all right. Back to the top. Try again. Overall, when you see a racehorse running on a road without a jockey, you know we don't have much time left on this planet. What the actual fuck?
How you going, you big bloody beautiful bastards? Here's me face. Please do keep sending me videos that you've shot yourself. Aussieman.com/submit. Almost half of this compilation was made up with videos that you guys fucking sent me, and it helps a shit ton, to be honest with you. I was previously saying, oh yeah, we'll watch them. If we like it, we'll reach out with an agreement and maybe give you some beer money. That's bloody hard, to be honest, when you send in like 1,000 or 2,000. So everyone that submits gets a 10% discount code for AussieManShop.com right as you submit. I do hope that is of some value to you if you're looking to buy stuff from the merch store in future. And I need to offer some value because I want agreements to be legally binding the minute you submit. So you sign a little bloody docu-sign at the end of the submissions form and you give me the AussieMan.com.
All right, okay. There's no more video after that. So yeah, that's another one. So, you know, go to my channel and buy my merch. I mean, go to Aussie Man's channel and buy his merch. And let's finish this bad boy off, shall we? We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there.
I know that you're drinking, and I will say 3 nice things to you if you admit that you drank today. 3 nice things about you. If you just admit it, tell the truth, because I know you did.
What?
I know you drank today. I know that you did.
Really?
Yeah.
I did. I drank coffee.
No, I know, Lauren. I know you consumed alcohol today.
Hey, listen to you. I am trying to tell you, I'll say that I did not drink today, and you're telling me that I did. I'm telling you I did not drink today. I drank coffee all day. That's what I've been drinking all day long.
Well, I hope you didn't drink today, Lauren, but the fact of the matter is that all the messages that I received are typical behavior of you being drunk. The fact that you said that and you're not drunk kind of makes it worse because you don't have that excuse for it, not that it's a good excuse, but you don't have that to fall back on.
Oh, I'm just confused.
You what?
Confused. Is it upset and confused? I can't explain it to you. Any way that I explain it to you, you gotta try to shoot me down on something bad. I can't explain it to you other than what it is. I get confused, and it's all because of what happened to me in the past. I'm trying hard to change it. When new things happen, and it's hard for me to adjust to it.
Lauren, I think you did drink today. I really do.
I think I did, but I didn't.
There's no other scenario in which you would act. What?
Listen to me. I am telling you out straight. I did not drink today.
Well, but you've lied to me many times before, so I mean, I don't know if that's believable. But
Never anything else straight. I can't not hear him say that without hearing the the snippet in DJ Payne's thing he did for Bapsby. He's like, I'm telling you about straight.
The fact of the matter is whether or not you drank today is not the issue. The issue is the selfish behavior is a pattern. And the fact that you're not drunk and you're displaying selfish behavior is a problem. I mean, it'd be a problem if you were drunk, but it's just a different kind of problem.
I don't see any problem with missing my girlfriend and wanting to spend some time with her.
No,
yeah, maybe it is selfish.
No, see, there's no problem with that, but the behavior that you exhibited today is the problem.
Yeah, but you don't see the behavior that you did for leaving me hanging and not telling me something.
I did not
It's not
leave.
the first time you did it. You do it all the time like that.
I did not leave you hanging, Lauren. You are not
You do it all the time.
Lauren. Well, then if I do it all the time and you don't message me like this, then why did I get it today?
Because I miss you and I was going to spend the whole friggin' weekend looking so much forward to today.
Oh,
I didn't.
poor widow Winnie. We were looking forward to this. Pathetic.
I didn't get you today.
Lauren, you had...
For Christ's sake. What do you want me to say?
Lauren, you had...
Because I miss my girlfriend and selfish because I want some time with her. Yes, I am.
Lauren, you had 5 hours on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You act as though we've gone like years and years without speaking.
How much time did I have with you before Friday?
Lauren, that was your doing. And I don't think that you understand that. I think that you either don't understand that or you're purposely trying not to see that. That was your doing. I would have.
I understand that was my doing.
So then you have no right to
that
ask me anything about it. Then you have no right to ask me anything about it. Because since that was your doing, that was your choice. You chose to act.
I felt like you were even. I felt like you had been excited to spend time with me today too, because we didn't have much time together.
As I was saying, you chose to act in such a way that made me say you can't message me or call me while I'm away. You did that. And then you continued. So this is what happened because I have the messages. This is what happened. You harassed me. You got drunk on Friday. You harassed me. The next day, you continued to harass me. The next morning, I'm there trying to finish up some paperwork for my job. You are continually harassing me while I'm doing that. I said to you at that moment, I said, Lauren, I said, because of the way that you're acting, I said, do not message me when I'm away. I will message you. Do not call me when you're away or when I'm away. I will message you. I will message you first. Then what? You continued bullying and harassing me. And I said, Lauren, you know what? Since this is the way that you're acting and you're being this selfish because I'm going away, I said, Lauren, don't even message me. Don't even call me. I'm not going to call you until I get back. I'm not going to message you until I get back. I said, just leave me alone this week. That was your doing. And then you had the nerve to say, well, you messaged with Texas girl. You messaged with another person while you were away. That's because they know how to act. That's because they didn't get drunk and harass me. That's because they didn't treat me like shit the day and the day before and the day of my trip. That's why. And so for you to sit here and say, well, I missed you all week and I didn't have you all week. How much time did we have the week that you were away? That's your doing, 100%.
It's got nothing. Got nothing, Lawn. And I agree, Tiff. I think it is all Killroy's fault, to be fair. I'm a big fan of oh my god. Big
I haven't done
fan.
anything to her all night long. I've been nice and cordial. I even welcomed her in here, and this is what I get.
She can hold a grudge, mate. I think you've done your dash already.
That's very true. That's very, very true.
I'm going to tell you why I was wrong. I was wrong. I was even wrong to get mad about messaging, text a girl and anyone else. Not messaging me. I'm wrong to be mad about that.
You are. You have no right.
I know I act like an asshole.
You have no right to be mad about Texas girl messaging me and me messaging her while I was away. You have no right and no reason to be angry because she messaged me while I was away, because she earned that privilege by becoming my friend. And then she maintained that privilege by being a decent person. She maintained that privilege by not abusing it. She maintained that privilege by respecting it and by respecting me. That's how she's maintained and kept that privilege of messaging me and of talking to me while I'm away and anytime she wants. When we met,
I got mad. I'm sorry for
Finally,
that.
an apology.
Well, I know. Doesn't let's hear that again. We don't hear that very often.
No, we don't.
when we met,
I got mad. I'm sorry for that. You upset that?
but Lauren, the problem is
You just asked me what time. I'm trying to tell you.
go ahead.
Sorry for being upset about messaging back and forth with Texas girl while you're on vacation, and you didn't message me. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I get mad for that.
I keep waiting to hear the but. Like, I'm actually genuinely surprised now. Like, so far at least, this seems like somewhat of a genuine apology. Like, it's basically saying, okay, I'm sorry, that pissed me off, but I'm sorry for getting upset. Surely this changes.
Sorry I get mad
Right?
today. There's no hurt than anything. I know it was selfish, but I missed you. I was very much looking forward to today all weekend. And yeah, it was selfish, and I'm sorry for that.
Wow.
I can tell you, I'm going to be perfect guy, so I've got issues I'm trying to fix. And you already know that. And I am trying to fix them.
Okay. Can you say something? Someone please say something.
I love you, Ramon, sometimes you just
Like, I get fucking OCD about dead air, so this is killing me right now.
scares me. Sometimes it scares me because what happened to me before with the man, the James, and Apollo.
Right back to it.
I try
Hey, we're back where we started, everyone.
to get rid of that shit, and it's hard to get rid of it.
Well, you know, that what you just said sounds really nice, and it sounds like what I think that you think that I want to hear, and
I hope that's not what you, why you think I just said it. That had nothing to do with the reason I just said it. Had to do with
well,
trying to get you to understand what's going on in my head. And no, I haven't been drinking today at all, except for coffee.
We drink
Glass of
coffee.
water earlier.
Oh, the fucking coffee bullshit.
And that's it.
There we are.
We did it. That was a lot of round and round and round. And really I don't feel like we got anywhere.
Oh, absolutely not. We're like adjacent to square one.
Yep. Had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun getting there though. Yeah, so look, that'll just about do us for tonight, guys. Thanks very much for doing these calls with me, Killroy. This has been a heap of fun. I hope you'll
No problem.
come on again sometime.
No problem. Thanks for having me. I mean, I'm open to it. I'm not opposed to it at all. I tend to just kind of lurk and watch anyway. So maybe down the road I'd be open to it.
You motherfucker. I was literally talking about this yesterday. I always have like worry about when I say this, and people will be like, yeah, maybe. Like,
I missed it. I'm sorry.
all good. All right.
Let me change my answer. I will absolutely
Too
definitely be
late
back
now,
on.
mate. Too late.
Can't
Now
go with anybody
you
tonight.
can add me to the list with Tiffany there of of your nemesis.
Damn it.
But no, in all seriousness, this has been heaps of fun. So thank you. Thank you to everyone in the chat. You guys are always amazing. And yeah, I will be back next week sometime. Is there anything you want to say before we go, mate?
Everyone stay safe out there. Make good choices.
Very good. Very well said. All right, guys, delete your archives. Night.